Hey guys, here we will learn the fourth part of the first chapter, Prehistoric Era, of the entire of history series that is Neolithic Era. The Earth has witnessed many transformations, but few were as significant as the Neolithic Revolution. This era, spanning from 10,000 to 4,000 BCE, marked a turning point in human history. It was a time of profound change, a time when our ancestors transitioned from nomadic hunter-gatherers to settled farmers. This shift brought about a cascade of advancements that would reshape the world. Before the Neolithic, humans lived in small nomadic groups. They followed the rhythms of nature, migrating with the seasons in search of food and resources. Life was a constant struggle for survival. The threat of starvation and predation was ever present. But the discovery of agriculture changed everything. The ability to cultivate crops and domesticate animals provided a reliable food source. This newfound stability allowed populations to grow and thrive. It also freed people from the constant need to search for food, giving them time to develop new skills and technologies. The Neolithic Revolution was not just an agricultural revolution, it was a cultural and technological one as well. Imagine a world where food is scarce. You spend your days hunting and gathering, never knowing when your next meal will be. Then imagine discovering that you can plant seeds and grow your own food. This is what the advent of agriculture meant for our ancestors. The earliest farmers experimented with different plants. They learned to cultivate wild grains like wheat and barley. In time, they developed techniques for planting, tending, and harvesting crops. This new way of life brought a level of predictability and abundance that had never been known before. Alongside agriculture, humans began to domesticate animals. Wild sheep and goats were among the first to be tamed. They provided a source of meat, milk, and wool. Later, larger animals like cattle and pigs were domesticated for food and labor. This partnership between humans and animals proved mutually beneficial, transforming both species and shaping the course of history. With a stable food supply, humans no longer needed to be constantly on the move. They could establish permanent settlements and build more durable homes. This marked a dramatic shift from the temporary shelters of their nomadic past. Early Neolithic houses were simple structures. They were often made of mud, brick or wood, but they represented a new era of stability and permanence. As villages grew, they developed more complex forms of architecture. The need to manage resources and maintain order led to the development of social structures. Leaders emerged, and systems of governance began to take shape. The transition from nomadic life to settled existence was a gradual but profound one. It laid the foundation for the development of civilizations. Section 4. Tools of Change, Innovations of the Neolithic. The Neolithic era was a time of remarkable innovation. Freed from the demands of a nomadic lifestyle, humans had more time to experiment and create. They developed new tools and technologies that transformed their lives. Polished stone tools, sharper and more durable than their predecessors, became widespread. The invention of pottery allowed for the storage and transportation of food and water, and the development of weaving led to the creation of textiles for clothing and other purposes. Perhaps the most significant technological advancement of the Neolithic was the wheel. Initially used for pottery making, the wheel would later revolutionize transportation and trade. These innovations, driven by necessity and ingenuity, fueled the growth and development of Neolithic communities. Section 5. The fabric of society, social structures and hierarchy. As Neolithic villages grew into larger settlements, social structures became more complex. Labor became specialized, with individuals and groups focusing on specific tasks. Farmers, artisans, builders and religious leaders emerged, each playing a vital role in the community. This division of labor led to the development of social hierarchies. Some individuals, such as religious leaders or skilled artisans, gained greater status and influence. Systems of governance evolved to manage resources, resolve disputes, and maintain order within these increasingly complex societies. The emergence of social hierarchies and governance structures was a significant development. It marked a departure from the more egalitarian societies of hunter-gatherers. Yet these structures were also essential for the organization and management of larger, more sedentary populations. Section 6. Seeds of Civilization. Lasting Impacts of the Neolithic Revolution. The Neolithic Revolution was a pivotal period in human history. It marked the transition from a nomadic hunter-gatherer lifestyle to a settled agrarian one. This shift brought about profound changes in human society, technology and culture. The surplus of food and resources generated by agriculture and domestication led to population growth and the establishment of permanent settlements. These settlements evolved into villages, and eventually some grew into cities. The Neolithic Revolution laid the foundation for the development of civilization as we know it. It led to the rise of cities, the specialization of labor, the development of complex social structures, and the birth of writing and mathematics. The legacy of the Neolithic is all around us, from the food we eat to the cities we call home.